So today I am doing some running, actually walking, I would say. I run only a little bit, and apparently I get a little bit sick, lot sick actually last week, and almost 4 days actually I couldn't able to do anything. So I was just like on the bed resting. I think I have a food allergic reactions, but I'm better now, and this is my second day of walking. So I think even you are, I can feel a little bit sick, but I think I feel a lot better today, and I think it's amazing, beautiful, gorgeous day. So just been really excited, and I will make a couple video shots so you can see actually different angles. This is a little water park, I guess. So today, as I was walking, I was thinking I'm actually fasting about 10 days from sugar, and today is my second day. I'm not eating anything that even have a sugar, not even fruits. Something that I have been discovering in my body, what I'm learning is that even we felt that the sugar ultimately really we need it for our body to really survive. But what I'm learning is that sugar really could cause so many other disease, because sugar is one of the drugs, to be honest, and people are very stuck with that. So that's really I would say really difficult to say that quitting sugar is probably the hard and difficult things, but also living a healthy life, I think, is also a very good choice and joy. So you don't really sacrificing anything. You just been getting to know your body a little bit more, that's all. So enjoy with me today, have a wonderful day, and stick with me for a little bit. Thanks. So now you can see more actually transparently. It's a very beautiful view, and I'm a storyteller. I share stories, and I share true stories, and I would really like to share a story with you and encourage you, like you can be, how you can be emotionally really strong, and how you can be mentally really strong, how you can have a really good self-esteem, how you can have a really good reputation in your life. You can build your character, and so I was thinking something is so unique when you think about, when you take a when you think about life, you think about death, you think about people around you, you think about people you love, all of those things when you think in your life. And sometimes it's very difficult to think about it when you lost something, when you go through a difficult times. So I was reading a story. There was a family, and the family, husband and wife, and their country was suffering with a big famine. Famine means there wasn't any food to eat. So this family decided so that they want to go to migrate to another country, which is pretty normal. I migrate also. Where I come from, I migrate from from Pakistan to Dubai, so it's pretty normal when you think about that. So this family, his wife named Naomi, and her husbands, and they tell their two sons, let's pack up and we will move to other country. So they pack up and they travel from Bethlehem to Moab. So Moab have a little good food and good economy, and everybody surviving there. And so sometime later, two of Naomi's sons, they married with two Moabi girls. One girl named Orpah and the other is Ruth. Now this story is so dynamic, it's so beautiful. When I was reading that, it just reminded me so much joy, how powerful and how amazing that story is, So their two sons start living life there, and obviously journey for them was incredibly hard. Journey for them was very difficult, So what happened sometime later, Naomi lost her husband. So that was a big shock for Naomi to lose her husband, and she was dealing such a huge heartbreaking experience and depressions. So not just that, sometime later she lost her both son as well. So now Naomi left alone, and she have two daughter-in-law, Orpah and Ruth. So one day she gets so tired of her life, she decided that she will go back to her home country because she heard that God provide the food for my people. So she make a decision, and she came to pack up everything that she needed, and she come to the street and she told her two daughter-in-law, she says, journey that I carry, it's been really difficult. I came here so happy, and now I'm going back miserable. I lost everything. Now, if you think about and you read that little deeper story, Orpah, she kissed her mother-in-law and she left, but Ruth hugged her. Ruth stayed with her. And Ruth says, do not assist me to go back. Where you will go, I will go, and where you will stay, I will stay. Your people, my people, and your God will be my God. So Ruth said to her mother-in-law that I'm not going to just leave you, I will go with you. This is pretty interesting story, So when Naomi know that Ruth is not leaving me, so she said no word more. And they both arrived in in Bethlehem. It was a very difficult journey for Ruth to come there and live among new cultures, new people. Obviously so difficult. They doesn't have anything to eat, their home was broken. So one of the relative of Naomi, his name Boaz, he find out and he start helping both of them. He was a good man. Or sometime later, Boaz married with Ruth, and now Ruth become pregnant. And this is where the joy start, No matter how difficult and how long the journey you have, when you find out that God can bring any turn and journey in your life, So it's a beautiful story. So finally, Ruth was pregnant, and then Ruth gave birth, and it's so beautiful to see that when Ruth gave birth to son, they brought the son to Naomi. Imagine like you suffer so much, you're going through so much difficult time, you suffer a lot, and now you're holding a baby in your hand. Think about how your life would be, how you would feel in your heart. You lost your husband, you lost your two sons, and now you have a daughter-in-law, and she's married again and she's pregnant. And Naomi holds the baby. And that was the joy. So when she holds the baby, this is the time where she says, wow. They called the son Obed. And if you read the genealogy of Jesus, so Ruth gave birth to Obed, and Obed's son was Jesse, and Jesse's son was David, and David is point to Jesus. It's so beautiful, that story. It reminds you so much, and it gives you so much joy. So please, if you want to read that story, you should read that story. It's so beautiful, and it's only 4 chapters. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.